I loved your character, first of all. I love what you did with it. These films can, they can go one of two ways. And this one succeeded on many levels, and much of that is thanks to, I think, the grounding that you brought. Even there were certain scenes that when it would start to get a little shaky, you would just seem to be this glue that just kind of pulled everybody together. When you first read the script, what was it about the personality of your character? Or, because for me, it was respect. We respected him from day one. But what was it about him that you latched onto and said, this is what I'm going to use to drive this character on this journey?
Matt, firstly, thank you for those words. It's very nice of you. I think the biggest challenge for me was, how do I have a character that participates in the death squad, if you like, in the crucifixion, overseeing the crucifixion of Christ? How do I bring an audience along with me? And I guess what I was searching for, what I found, I think, was a tiny thread, a component which an audience might latch onto. And that was a sense of, even though he might be the enemy, even though what he has done is atrocious, he has a code. He has a sense of duty, and he's honest within his parameters. And that was something that maybe an audience could latch onto, because he's pretty unlikable at the beginning. But there might be a kind of grain of respect that he's a man who's Pontius Pilate's go-to guy when things are kicking off and there's insurrections and zealots to be caught who are challenging Rome. But at least there's a sense of duty and there's an integrity to the man that I can attract an audience to go with me. And then that develops, or rather his conditioning is undone through a series of interrogations with Yeshua's followers.
At Yeshua's death, you were there, beside his mother. Was she also the woman with you at his tomb?
If you knew what happened there, all cares would cease.
Enlighten me, then.
It's beyond us.
Spare me the riddles and zealot babble. Where did you take Yeshua?
He's right here.
Is he a goblin? A sprite? Alive again somehow?
Open your heart and see.
I see delusion. To keep a crusade alive. I could have what I want. Pulled from you, put you to death like that.
It doesn't matter.
A martyr.
No,
Then give me the others and I'll grant you freedom.
I'm already free.
Show me the Messiah. Alive or dead. And show me those who follow him.
You look for something you'll never find, Tribune. You look for the wrong thing.
I got to tell you, I see a lot of, and I hate using the word faith-based films. I almost want to get that out of our vernacular because there's so many bad films that have ruined that moniker that it's just, it's cringeworthy. And I'm just going to put it out there, it is. So when I heard about the film and all this, I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk into this. I'm going to walk into it with a clean slate. But man, you guys nailed it with bringing a story that I think is going to reach the masses, faith-based or not. I have to know, when you first started, before the first cell of film ran, did you put your heads together and say, this is what we can't do? Was there an objective to say, this is what can't happen for this to be a success because of some of the films that have come in the past? If that's a fair question.
Absolutely. I would even sort of rephrase it in a way, exactly what you're saying. We've also seen those same films, and we thought what we can't do is tell an incredible risen story and not have the best production value and the best directors and the best actors and the best script and the best studio. And we really sought out everybody that's associated with this film to make an incredible film so that we could actually get rid of that, what you were just saying, really get rid of that taste in our mouth that was like, oh, that wasn't a good film, but I want to see it because it's faith-based. We really wanted people just to go see a great movie.
What did Sony think of the script? What made Sony and a firm kind of get into this picture and say, you know, this is something we want. We want to put our name on?
Well, years ago, we had actually read this script and we couldn't put a deal together and get it going, and it just disappeared. And so when Mickey and Pete showed up with the script in hand and said, we're getting ready to make this movie, what do you guys think? And we read it, we were thrilled. This was the story we had read years ago, and we want in. So, you know, one of the things I'm so thankful for is that Sony Pictures, who owns Firm Films, which I run, is dedicated to supporting us with resources and telling great stories and working with great filmmakers. And it gives us the freedom to engage in projects like Risen, which is, for us, the biggest, most important project we've ever been a part of. And we're putting everything we have behind this.
What frightens you? Being wrong. Wagering eternity on it.
Critics everywhere are hailing Risen
His tomb is empty.
Let me investigate.
as the greatest story ever told from the perspective you never imagined.
Show me the Messiah.
He's right here. Open your heart and see.
A big screen triumph. It's the must-see movie of the new year. You'll never be the same.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Risen, rated PG-13, in theaters February 19th.